Greetings, seekers after enlightenment. Yes, it's the Irish fella. And I'm back with another episode in the House of Knowledge series. This one is called Break the Chains. I am fortunate to be living where and when I am. I have been and continue to be exposed to many content creators, all sharing distilled red pill truth. When I am distracted or troubled, I can turn to it and restore my strength. It is a beacon, a lighthouse guiding me to safe harbor when in stormy seas. There are many chains that bind you to that former blue-pilled oblivion, a bitter life of servitude and abuse. You must break them, despite the red pill rage that threatens to consume you. Freed from them, you will be able to realize your full potential. Let us start with indecision. Your initial exposure to red pill truth was probably overwhelming. It is natural to wonder how this new knowledge is going to help you when all it seems to do is bring on pain. Now, was it Winston Churchill who said this? If you're going through hell, keep going. You will reach the other side. Take it from one who knows. Next is a lack of focus. Now, it is something that happens with exposure to obscure or hidden knowledge. There's so much power within that it frightens people. And it's unfortunate that so many red pill men are not ready to hear the truth. Either they don't want to hear, or they feel so secure in their blue pill lives that there is no need to change. It does not stop me from sharing my message, even though the masses remain asleep or not interested. I continue to produce content because there are precious few out there, you brothers, that are awake and want to learn. That focus is what drives me, and its proper application will help you as well. Very closely related is internal chaos. It might be called your conscience, or maybe vestiges of blue pill programming. A voice whispering to your inner ear, saying that you cannot do what red pill truth demands of you. Or worse, telling you that you can try, but you're going to fail. So what? I know firsthand that doubt and fear steal more dreams than failure does. If you're overwhelmed by doubt and fear, you never start. So your dreams are stolen before you can even begin to fulfill them. And it is much worse if you're living in a toxic relationship environment. You must decide what is important, what is worth spending your time on. With increasing focus, that chaos will evaporate. One chain that has multiple manifestations is next: public opinion. Ask yourself what seems to be the obvious question. Why are you worried about what the crowd says? A crowd is like a committee, an organism with many legs and no brain. You can see that a crowd acts the same way as a mob. As they're whipped into a frenzy by a leftist speaker and released on unsuspecting victims. With persistence, you are reaching a point in your red pill journey where you do not give a bald rat's ass what people think about you. You will also cease worrying about the public's opinion on many subjects. Indeed, you may reach the point where I am, where the presence of asleep people is an irritant. If I hear a celebrity is at Target, you can guarantee that I'll be headed in the other direction. No one wants to be on the wrong side of a stampede. And believe me, if I had the money to do it today, I would do as our bona fide brother Undead Chronic says, and ghost in a cloud of kush. As the man said, live free or die. Death is not the worst of evils. Slavery can take many forms. Being trapped in a loveless relationship is a manifestation of evil. And if you leave, you risk losing everything valuable to you. Not just property, but your children too. Yet you must live for yourself. This is related to another one, helplessness. There are many forces run by the collective that are hostile to an individual, especially to an awake red pill brother like you. It reminds me of a very appropriate quote from George Washington. Government is not reason. It is not eloquence. It is force. Like fire, a troublesome servant and a fearful master. Never for a moment should it be left to irresponsible action. Those of us who have been burned in one matter or another by divorce and family court, Me Too or false domestic violence charges, or just the entitled attitude of modern women, have taken action. We walked away. We know this phrase to be true now that we've removed ourselves from drama. There would be no game of chess if the pawns refused to play. So now, you look behind you and you can see you're free. What are you going to do? Our haters say that we are in a vile cult of misogyny. I say we are building a red pill legacy for those who follow. Remember, brothers, we stand on a foundation built by giants like Stardust, Razorblade Candy, and Barbarossa. And with this freedom, you may be tempted, but don't let your world revolve around Xbox, Cheetos, and porn. Not all the time. Take action. There is nothing internal holding you back anymore. Your job, finances, nutrition, other things that may apply just to you. All of these are areas where your focus and determination will drive you forward towards your destiny. You can. So, brothers, that's it for this episode. I hope you find something of value here. And remember, I still say, when one teaches, two learn.
Oh.